What time should I? What time should I now sleep?
9 p.m. 9 p.m.
Your mom is forcing herself to laugh now.
It's not healthy now. How can you be saying in the camera
And then
that
you
you are
wake up
sleeping
by
at 12?
You wake up by
You now wake up by
6,
5:30.
5:30.
So
I
now
try
so
to-
how many hours?
Sleep is not
But
coming. What will I do
The
now?
best time you don't sleep in the afternoon. If you sleep in if you come back and you sleep in the afternoon, cut off that one. Sleep will come in the night. There's a lot of things that you can do to sleep early. You know them.
But each time I sleep early now, I find myself waking up around 2 o'clock, around 3 o'clock in the morning.
You go back to sleep. You tell yourself, body sleep, because the maximum 6 to 8 hours overnight, it has a way of resetting your brain.
I totally agree with
helping
you.
your brain to be ready for the next task.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Totally agree. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening.
You're welcome, everybody. Our friends, families, people who click like, comment, share. Thank you. You are all welcome. Welcome to our Sunday gist. Yes, this is our Sunday gist. Welcome. We were talking about sleep, the need for money, financial freedom or financial security, as you may call it, and all that. On our way, we now said no, we will come and discuss this with our.
I decided to bring the matter.
A matter, yeah,
matter.
One serious matter.
Yes.
Over to you, sir.
So my friend Ayo FBI on Twitter wrote, "Sometimes I get really scared, not because of now, because I will always be gainfully employed, but because of retirement. It's scary, and this is why it's good to plan for it heavily." Then he continued, he said, "Having enough to live even a better life post-retirement." So I wanted to also discuss about retirement.
Okay. It's a very good topic, and it's a topic that most people run away from. They don't like to discuss it. It's like you are wishing that they will die, or they will face hardship, or a lot of their plans will not work. But it is worth thinking about and talking about. And that's why we are gisting about it today. And we just want to share our own experience of our family, our friends, people whom we've interacted with about planning for tomorrow. I like to say planning for tomorrow.
You see, this thing that Ayo wrote used to scare me when I was very small. Not even now. When I used to be very small, at times I would look at, on my street, when I was growing up in Lagos, on my street, you see some men. In the 80s, they were very rich in our own eyes. At least they have cars. Now, by the time we get to in the 90s, these men, they have retired. And all of a sudden, the man that has like 3 cars, like 2 or 3 cars, you begin to see him walking down the street without any car. Then I began to probe and say, what really happened? How come that these people at one point in their life they are rich, and then at a point in their life they are no longer rich? Then a lot of things began to unveil. You see some of us now, we have got to that age now. So those men we are looking up to that time, their time has passed. Now it's our own time now. So am I not going to say that the mistake that those people made, am I making the same mistake now?
It's a question that all of us have to answer.
This is a very serious question that each and every one of us needs to answer. That the mistake of our fathers Are we still making the same mistake?
Mistake.
I remember one day when my father was asking me for money. Yeah, he has the right to ask me for money because it's my dad. And I jokingly told him, I said, Dad, you know you are a pensioner. Is he pensioner? I knew you're a pensioner. He said yes. I said, me too, I'm a pensioner. He looked at me and he suddenly realized that yes, I'm a pensioner too. So of course I gave him the money, but my question now is the mistake that he made. If I made the same mistake, what would have become of me by today? And I tell you, I know a lot of my friends or colleagues, um, my managers, or the senior colleagues that have resigned or they were asked to go or they retire while we're in the bank. And I said in our previous videos, I said some of them are broke. They are broke. And the old age has not even started though, because most of them are still in their 50s and they're in their 60s. And I bet you nobody's going to employ them. Nobody. Because the country where we are now, our children there are still looking for a job. Now with the companies now leave the children and go and be employing grandpas. Yeah, if it's in the UK, for example, now we can say yeah, the opportunities and then for there are equal opportunities for everybody. But where we are coming from, it's not like that. So
True.
I am telling now, and I'm telling everybody now, no matter your age, especially if you are young, take the issue of your retirement seriously. We all pray, we go to church, we pray, oh God, please let me get to old age. Getting to old age is not the issue. If you get to old age, what money are you going to spend at your old age? Are you going to be begging your children for money or relying on your friends for money to eat, to buy maybe BP drugs? It's for me, it's very disheartening. And that is why you must take your financial freedom seriously, especially at old age. What do you think, love?
And financial security. Now, if I may talk about financial security, it will take me back to your personal goals. What goals do you have for yourself financially? How do you want to live your old age? When you are able to answer that question, then you begin to take steps gradually to get to that place. And I'll share a story quickly. I visited somebody, I think last year, and we got talking. He's more elderly. And as is my custom, I started asking questions. I started, oh, so how did you do? What about this and that and that? And he said, look, let me tell you, I have saved enough money, the kind of money that is enough to carry my corpse back home when I die. The person is in the UK here. I'm like, wow, tell me about it. He said every month when I started working here, I have an insurance that I pay into. It's a life cover. And I've instructed them. I've put all my details and everything. Because the person said, according to the person, said, my corpse does not sleep outside. So the person said, I've saved enough money that will be enough for my wife and children to transport my corpse back home to be buried, and even saved extra. Now that may sound extreme. It may look like, what kind of preparation? It's part of it. Because the Bible says a good man leaves inheritance for his children's children. A good man does not leave debt for the family. It's part of your planning. So if so it it's like saying, okay, you are just saving something for the rainy day, for tomorrow.
You know that, love. You know that when it comes to the issue of saving, me and you, we wait. Hold on, hold on.
Wait, let me
We
talk.
always
Let me
disagree.
talk. Let me talk.
Let me hit the point.
Let me talk. I don't want us to argue at all. Hold your thought, I will hold my thought. The saving I'm talking about is in relation to what that
I
person
know.
did.
That's what I want to.
Insurance. Say, okay, let me be doing this insurance and keeping this little for that day. It's part of it. If you open business, you've pumped money into it, that this money will yield interest for me on that day. That is one. You can also save. And I know the saving you don't like is saving is maybe putting inside piggy bank. And no. You can save and invest it. You can save and invest it in somebody's business, invest it in, somebody's venture, or even save to start your own business, to start your own venture, and then it continues to grow. We're not talking of a kind of saving that is, big. It's okay, I'm saving towards. It's part of it. It's part of the preparation. Yeah.
You know, what really changed my mindset is this. I wouldn't want to call them a bookie. I want to just call them. Um, is it the malam or the gate man in our house that usually have this shop at the front of the house? I noticed that the guy never go broke for one day.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes if I need a quick cash, I'll just say, Ibrahim, can you give me 200 naira there? He gives to me, I go, I come back, I give to him. I said, wait a minute. This guy has never been
Always
broke.
have money. Always.
He always have money.
Mm.
Why? Because I think it's late now. He was a petty trader.
Yes.
You know.
So we can say the reason is because he's in business.
He's in business.
A business that will bring constant cash flow.
So, and I said to myself, I said, oh, that's a very good idea. So, and it's in line with what the plan that I already have. So, okay, you know what? Let's do something. Let's create something that will give us cash flow. So that anytime we need money, there is money readily available.
Yes.
You know, and that's one of the ways you can actually save for your financial future. You can invest in your wife. If you know your wife is the enterprising type, maybe she has a shop, okay, you can invest in that shop. Or maybe she learned this vocational
she has some vocational
skills. You can invest in those things. You know, if you are still working and she's in that business, you can invest in the business. You can invest in your children's business. Because at the end of the day, you need something that will guarantee that at least once a week, every day, there is constant money. So that if you want to buy cake for your grandchildren, you are able to. You can just take money and go and buy cake. If you want to drink tea, you go and buy milk. You go to shop, you buy anything. You live according to as if you are still working.
As we were talking, I remember still on this insurance thing. Let me put a disclaimer. We are just sharing experience. I'm not saying go and do insurance. So just sharing experience.
Yeah.
So still on this insurance thing. I said it's like saving for tomorrow. And most insurance people too will agree. Oh, you keep it so that when you need it, you get it. You remember when your mother and my mother died. They died within, is it 1 month apart or 2 months apart?
Yeah, 1 month apart.
And then your mom died in August. Mine died in October.
Yes.
We were planning for the burial. So while we were planning for the burial, I didn't even know that you had done, a kind of insurance. You told me, love, there's something that I'm doing every month. They take this money from the source. And I said, well, it's okay, no problem. I didn't even take it serious. So when they died and we were planning, you brought in so much money. Like, we were able to use the money to plan and execute your mom's burial well, to give her a befitting burial, like we will say, simply because that money has been saved, in quotes, in that insurance. You were able to call it out.
Yeah.
The same thing I didn't even know he did for, all of them, all the grandparents.
In fact, one of the officials of the insurance company said that, I hope you're not the one killing them. I said, how can I go and kill why will I go and buy
That
them
was,
now? Because of
yeah,
that was just a joke.
yes, that was,
You know.
but joke,
You
expensive,
know,
but very
you know,
funny. So you see, so it's all about thinking ahead, planning. If this thing happen here, what can I do? If that thing happens here, what can I do? If I'm gonna be staying or living up to 90 years, I want to live long, to the glory and grace of God. If I want to live, God will give you that long life. But responsibility is also on you to plan. You will not you will not eat with the 10 hands, with all your fingers at once. Let's assume that you're making so much money now. You need to start thinking of tomorrow. You need to start thinking of your retirement. You need to start thinking of when you will not be too active, right? To go to work. You need to start thinking of, oh, I'm 60. I don't want to be waking up so early. I want to work just 2 times in a week, or I want to do this. That's what we have just come to gist about today. We have shared our own experience.
Again, you see, there's a trap too for people that are self-employed, because you are making the whole money and you are spending the whole money. Now, as an accountant or as a lawyer, as a business owner, you make all the money, like she just said now, like my wife just said now, you should put them in insurance. Because some of us that work in companies like in corporate world, the company do the insurance on our behalf.
Yeah.
They do
the pension.
They do the pension.
Pension too is part
behalf.
of retirement plan. Yes.
Yeah. If not that the economy can't get as it be, my salary now every month is 65,000.
Oh, they've increased. I thought it's 62.
It's 65.
Okay, 65,000 naira
every month.
Yeah.
It's so small. It's so small, and it is heartbreaking for a family of 4. With my lifestyle before, when I left the banking industry, and you are paying me 65,000 naira, that was like a death sentence, But thankfully, and thank God that we're able to take those steps that we took, and we're able to turn our own story around. But how many people are turning their own stories around?
And I think that's why we have come to have this conversation with ourselves and with you, to say, start where you are. Communication is very important. Communicate with your spouse. Don't make everything fight or conflict or blame. Right now, this is me, this is you. Let us start where we are, with what we have. Be open to each other.
One of the things that
openness is key.
One of the things that I really enjoyed from you was that when we are setting up this business, you follow through. You did not begin to be antagonistic in some of my very weird ideas. You look at it, you look at it, and then we modify it. You say, love, okay, you can go ahead. And I went ahead. And though we have a lot of challenges, lots of challenges.
We had challenges, yes.
We wasted money,
wasted resources.
We wasted resources.
So many times we will produce, they will turn bad.
And
We don't
we
compromise
just add a
quality.
belief in what we are doing. And
Mm.
at the end of the day, we are happy that
It's turning
the
out.
company is not only serving us now, the company is serving the staff members, is serving families, is giving scholarships, is giving health support to people
People.
that are sick and all that.
Mm.
And so the dream that we thought we look after us at old age has even gone beyond that, and that is now looking after every other person too, apart from us,
Thank you.
and we are so
So,
grateful.
yeah, I hope you're enjoying our gist.
So,
Before we go, there is one thing I want to say, that it's, well, even when we're growing up, I was almost tending towards that, believing that, you know what, it is like my children are my retirement plan.
some people will tell you that
I've invested
I've invested a lot in my children. They are my retirement plan.
Some send their children to university with the hope that they will get a good job and then come and take care of them. Some will send their children abroad to go and read and do everything, that by the time they return, you must look after me. Some will say, they will just say, my children is my joy. My children is my retirement plan. A lot of things are changing. Do your best for your children. Don't sacrifice yourself for them. Because children of nowadays, yes, we train them in the way of the Lord. They will not depart from the way. They've also got a lot of things.
Pressures,
a lot of things fighting them. Yeah, the values that you have given to them will definitely be there. But what we are saying is you're not going to be solely depending on them to eat, to drink, to transport yourself, to clothe, to do anything. No. Whatever they will be bringing will just be like an addition. Yeah, let me stop there. Let me not overflog that. But let it ring in us. In me, it's ringing. Let it ring in you, to our viewers. Don't use your children as your retirement plan. Have your own plan. Individualized plan. Personalized plan. Plan according to your journey. According to where you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that should be all now.
Okay, tell our viewers about sport.
Sing, play, and win. Coming to your screen this January 2025. Lots of prizes to be won.